Hey guys, Northwoods Arsenal here, and today I wanted to take it and sit down and show off how to grease the big three US service rifles. And I'm pretty sure this one here might apply to the Mini 14 and the Mini 30 as well. I don't own one, so I don't know for sure. You'd have to let me know in the comments, but let's get right into it. We're going to start with the M1 Garand. We're going to do the M1 Carbine, and then we're going to finish off with the M14. Much when you're greasing these rifles, you're going to want to put a little bit everywhere where there's going to be metal on metal contact. So starting from the top of the M1 Garand, you're going to put a little bit. I put it usually right here on the top here, where your bolt runs along, right up on the top here. Put a little bit right here on this rail that runs along your charging handle. And then on the inside here, I put grease along this wall there on the other side where your bolt runs. And then when it's in there, just taking thumb reaction back and forth a few times to make sure it gets worked in there. And then, while it's kind of forward like that, you take and turn it. I use this because it has a nozzle. You kind of get in there, squeeze a tiny bit of grease in there where that cam's up and down, and make sure it gets worked in there. Nice and smooth. Back on the bottom, and the most important part is to grease right here, this part, because this whole piece rubs down there where your operating rod goes in. So I usually put a little line like that. Put it in there a few times, make sure it's greased up. Put a little bit more if there's not enough. You can also put some grease in right here if you wanted to grease the rail where your charging handle runs in from this side, but I do it from in there. And that's all the grease points on the M1 Garand. You can put that back together now. So moving on to the M1 Carbine. This one gets a little less grease. If you orient the bolt to just where this is about to go over the front of your receiver, you can put the front of your nose of your little greaser, put a couple drops in there, work that back and forth a couple times, and then you'll also put a little bit don't have to be much, a little bit more than that. Come on. There we go. That's good. Work it in there a little bit. Flip it over on its side with the bolt handle facing up. Put a little grease. That channel right there. Work the action to get it in there. Then there's another channel on the inside there. You can also go ahead and put some grease in that too. It's probably a little overkill, but a little bit will work on that side. Not quite that much, but that's all the grease points for the carbine. Pretty simple, that one. Alright, we're gonna finish out here with the old M14. We're gonna pull the bolt back a little bit, and we're gonna put a little bit of grease in there where that wheel is. Bring that back and forth a little bit. And also, I'm gonna put a little up here. Not too much. A little bit though. Run that through. Flip her over on her side. Down there. Run it a couple times. Flip it on its back. Put a little bit in there. Run that. And then put a little bit on the inside there. There you go. A little bit on here. Run that through as well. Same as the M1 Garand pretty much, except for you got this back here instead of up on the front here. It doesn't rub anymore. But yeah, you can stock them all back up and hopefully you have smoother shooting. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the grease points on the big 3 US service rifles. And if you want to see more firearm content, like and subscribe to the channel for more. Have a good one, everybody.